2. Morrison, Jamaica 3. Bowie, USA 4. Fraser Pryce, Jamaica in 5. Pierre of the USA in 6. Hjelmer of Sweden in 7. And Townsend of the United States in lane 8. Well, quite a lineup, and certainly Shelly Fraser Pryce has been quite formidable this season. We've seen her several times. She won in Eugene in 10:81. She won in Paris in 10:74. Conditions pretty good here. And she's got Tori Bowie next to her. Former long jumper. We never... Actually, when we talk about Bowie, we forget that she's a 6'91" long jumper at her best. Former long jumper. USA champion at 100 meters. So you've got the Jamaican champion versus the USA champion. Just stripping off now, ready to be called forward. Fraser Pryce, lane number 5. So right on the inside then is Kari Horn of South Africa. She holds the South African record, but come to that in a moment. Bowie and Fraser Pryce just being featured here, and well they might. Two formidable sprinters. The diminutive figure of Fraser Pryce lies the power that comes from within. Absolutely powerful.
Yeah, I was listening to or reading some of the stuff she said at the press conference during the week, Stuart, about she's been doing some 250-meter sprints, and really good to see her run the 200 at the championships as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. She says she doesn't like it. That's Tori Bowie, the American champion I mentioned earlier. Morrison. That's Natasha Morrison of Jamaica. She was second in the Jamaican championships, and Fraser Pryce, of course, has been very, very difficult to beat this season. Although a Shanghai race was well done. She had a few injury problems early on in the season, but she's recovered from that pretty well. Just waiting for them to be introduced. So there is Kari Horn. As I said, she holds the South African record. 5 times their national champion. 11.06 her best. Shalonda Solomon of the United States, 11.06 this season, but 10.90 her best in 2010. That's Solomon, drawn in lane 2. Tasha Morrison in the third lane. Was 7th in Paris, but still got 11.10. She was 2nd in the Jamaican Championships, former Pan American Junior Championship silver medalist. Well, Tori Bowie of the United States is tough over 200 meters as well. Very, very quick all-round USA champion, as I said. And the diminutive figure of Shelly Fraser Pryce, 5 times a world champion, twice the Olympic champion. The last 2 Olympics she's reigned supreme in Beijing and again in London. And Barbara Pierre of USA in lane 6. Pan Am bronze medalist this year in the 100 meters, 4th in the world indoors last year, or 2012 rather. Boa Helmia up against it here with the best of on the season of 11.65, but given a chance to get in amongst the very best in the world. And Tiffany Townsend of the United States right on the outside in the 8th lane. 11.08 in Madrid this year, which equates to her personal best. 5th in the World Junior Championships in 2008. This, I reckon, it's her first 100 in the Diamond League this season. So Horn, Solomon, Morrison, Bowie, Fraser Pryce, Pierre, Hjelmer and Townsend. The women's 100 meters.
Fraser Pryce, massor med guldmedaljer både OS och VM. Och sen fjolårets komet från USA, Tori Bowie på bana 4, alltså är amerikansk mästarinna i år.
Away this time, and Bowie gets away well. Fraser Pryce on the near side Pierre going well, but here comes the Olympic champion, Fraser Pryce, storming away. Bowie comes through into second place, 10.94 into a slight headwind. Wasn't particularly good in the early part, but my goodness me, she's so dominant when it matters in the final stages of a race, is Shelly Fraser Pryce. Unbelievable power from that slight frame in 10.93. And really showed them all the way, didn't she? Bowie at 11.05 in second place. It went with the form book in that sense, but big smile. Who on earth can beat Shelly Fraser Pryce of Jamaica in Beijing? It's going to take a very, very, very good performance to do it. Natasha Morrison it was that came through into third place. But have a look at this, Steve. It was absolutely superb.
Yeah, no risks out of the blocks. You know, it's a night for trying to do anything clever. But you're right, from the sort of halfway point, the thing about Shelly Fraser Pryce is, you know, when she's not put under that sort of, well, I don't think anyone can put under real pressure, but she is so good and strong. She's deceptive, really. A lot of people think it's because she can get out and, you know, gets into a top speed quickly, but she just maintains so well. And that very familiar, a little pocket dynamo that she is, that familiar action looks as good as ever. And you're right, you know, it's hard. It's a great event this year. It's very competitive. Lots of women run under 11 seconds consistently, which is great, and in much better conditions than this. So 10.93 on a night like this, and to put a little bit of daylight between herself and Tori Bowie, maybe just shows. I mean, there are better people than Tori Bowie. However, she is right up there on the world list. So she's easily beaten her tonight. And yeah, I think Fraser Pryce will definitely